with the mission of improving livelihoods through creating better economic opportunities in rural communities, the Belize Rural Development Program (BRDP) embarked on Phase 2 of its initiative in February 2010. It is funded from a grant of 14 million euros from the European Union, a contribution of 1.2 million euros from the government of Belize, and 800,000 euros from local partners. The project, which concludes in February 2016, has had a major impact on small and medium enterprises through its work with agencies such as the Young Women's Christian Association, the Toledo Cacao Growers Association, the Belize Botanical Gardens, and the Belize Tourism Board. The BRDP-2 has also achieved improvements in strategic infrastructure and fostered a stronger policy and institutional environment. Although tourism is a mainstay of the Belizean economy, so too is agriculture. However, the sector has recently faced major setbacks due to disease. Under the BRDP-2, cacao farmers of Toledo received assistance to rehabilitate 200 acres of farms stricken with a fungal disease known as Monilia.
In 2007, we did the pilot project here in San Jose, which was affected by Monilia disease. Monilia came in the country, in Belize, in 2004. TCJ decided to lobby for some additional funding now to do this rehabilitation and the pruning program for farmers through the European Union. And the European Union did approve the funding based on the proposal submitted by TCJ. And today, 3 years or 4 years later, the European Union, I guess, are doing an evaluation, which I think you all are doing now, to see the impact of the pruning program.
We done try the experience for the making a cacao chocolate, Mayan cacao chocolate. We have doing, me and Mr. Justino wife try to make it, and we sell it for the white people. Well, this is my poster, and this is how we have been training, and just not to forget, so I make it from the this paper right here. Yes. So this is how we have been training, how to make the chocolate.
We have about 71 farmers who have benefited from the program, and a total of 271 acres of farms that was rehabilitated then at the time. And we have at least 11 communities that benefited from it. San Jose is one of the major communities, San Antonio, Quiquihute, Mayamopan, and Santa Cruz. Those are the few that I can comment on.
The objectives of the Rural Development Program are to alleviate poverty and train rural people to do different skills, and this fits in very well because most of the people that we are training come from village communities, and we're training them in job skills that they can use right away when they finish the 10-week training.
At the ending of the training, some of them would burst into tears saying they came here knowing nothing, now they go back with all this information. And then we had employers calling us wanted gardeners. So we recommended these gardeners to these employers, and about 80% of them are doing very, very well. I've had messages from the employers, I have messages from the students themselves thanking us for giving them this big opportunity, thanking EU, European Union, thanking Belize Botanic Garden, thanking the Floyd Jungle Lodge for this opportunity that we have given. And for that, for me, I mean, to change a person's life like that is just incredible.
My ultimate career goal is to be a botanist and a conservationist, and gardening is a good first step.
This course has helped me a lot. It's opened my mind to know that there are much more things that I can learn, and I can also teach people in the future. that this course gives you the basics. So I'm planning to further out my education and go.
So I attended 3 months, and after the 3 months was done, I got a job there at Deploys. After like 8 months, I came here. The job is good, and it's better to work and earn your money honestly, you know.
We applied for the BRDP 2 through the EM project because we felt that we can help more rural women.
Well, I have to say an immense thank you to them because they are the first one to have brought this kind of training in Punta Gorda and in the Toledo district. They have made a lot of opportunities for women on a whole because we have only heard about these trainings, the trainings that are happening in Belize City and in Dangriga and in Cayo, but it has never reached Toledo. And so I cannot thank them enough for what they are doing.
My niece told me about some project order that was up here for rural women. This building under which we sit was funded. I had a grant of $5,000 from them with the EU union that I built this building with, labor not included. And so that's how this is right where it is at the moment.
Y estoy muy contenta porque nos han dado esta casa que vamos a comenzar a trabajar, a poner cake, vamos a hacer vestidos de damas y en nuestro futuro estamos pensando poner como telas, zip, cosas de costura y de pastel para vender y un poco del turista. Con estoy muy agradecida. Gracias.
The industry supports 1 in 4 jobs, and the BRDP2 project also achieved substantial improvements in working conditions for Belizeans employed in tourism.
Recently we signed into law the health and safety standards for archaeological parks, which are a set of standards, minimum standards that we should adhere to just to provide an element of safety for the visitors at these archaeological sites. Also, in meeting the EU's objective, especially in the area of health and safety, we are also engaged in ensuring that our park staff, as well as key stakeholders, which are the tour operators and tour guides, have some element of training, especially in the area of search and rescue, cave rescue, and that sort of thing.
The BRDP2 project has also financed larger-scale infrastructural upgrades. More specifically, the access road to one of Belize's most culturally vibrant communities, Hopkins Village in the Stand Creek district, received a major facelift with the paving of 4.5 miles of road.
When we heard that the project was going to start, European Union, they were going to fund it, we were very happy. Now we see that it's coming to be a reality.
The tourists usually pass going maybe Placencia. At worst, after Placencia Road was paved, you know, usually, but by this week we will get more tourists and locals coming into the village and bruise up the business.
Okay, on behalf of the residents of Hopkins Village, I would like to thank the European Union for providing us with a road and also to begin a relationship that we think is going to be an ongoing one to help to improve the lives of the people within our community. Thank you once again.
The BRDP2, in seeking to implement a holistic program to bolster rural economic growth, also funded the upgrade of several market facilities.
They approached the European Union for grant funding to uplift this place, and so in last year this began.
We need to improve and we need to look like we're going, and this shows that we are going. I certainly wouldn't want it to be the last project We have to continue to grow. We just can't do one thing and stop there. But it's a great start.
Well, this will be the first time we will have a market here in Benque, because the one that usually people go and buy is there at San Ignacio at Cayum. Usually everybody goes and buy over there. So we will have more advantage for us that everything that we take out over here, our same people would buy it, and then we'll have people from other places that will come and buy over here.
Actually, the project is almost over more than $500,000. It's close to $650,000, so it's a very big project, and I know that as you see the video, well, you will see that it's a nice building that we are constructing, and I hope that the Benqueños will take pride on it and they will make the best use of it, which is what we want.
Before they build this market, maybe like 1,000 to 1,500 people come and buy the market. But right now, with this market, like 3,000 to 4,000 people come and buy.
And definitely over the years we have seen the market has grown tremendously. Not only the people that sell at the market, but also the people who come to visit the market on a daily and on a weekly basis, especially on the weekends. No?
The decision was made by the government of Belize in union with the, together with the European Union and Public Works, and they found it necessary for us to have a market instead of having all our vegetables and things being sold on the ground around the park. I think the community appreciate the market, will make use of it, and we have great hopes for independence to grow and grow and grow.
This is a very crucial, critical project to this community. In terms of cost effectiveness, we cannot replace human health, and so I believe that this is well overdue.
We really need a new market, because all the years that we were selling here, the 10 years that we were selling here, we had to sell along the road and on the edge of the market. We didn't have no stand in the market because it's all full. So we couldn't have access to the market there. So we had to still sell along the street.
The BRDP2 project has also achieved major improvement in access to health services through enhanced neonatal and maternal services, as well as strengthened vector control. One of the beneficiary communities is the village of San Narciso in the Corazon district.
For me, it is very important that we have health workers. 1 month ago, I was feeling so bad. I was vomiting. I was feeling dizzy. I was about to faint. I was feeling so bad. And I thought something will happen to me or something. I just called and she came at that moment and she checked my pressure. For me, it's very good that there are health workers, so because they are close to one.
Informing them how they can do things differently so that they can have a healthier life. The workshops and the training benefits not only me but my entire community, because I can help anyone that comes here. Maybe I cannot cure them, but for that while, if they have a wound or something, a cut, I can do something to prevent it getting worse. Meanwhile, they arrive at the hospital.
One of the major services that we offer here in the community hospital is the maternity ward. As you know, at the moment that before we had only 5 beds, we had to duplicate the amount of beds now. Now we have 10 beds here in maternity ward, not including those of pre-delivery and the 2 beds for delivery, which is one of the new equipment we got from the EU, as you can see, which is going to help us immensely, no?
The Belize Bureau of Standards is the key link in this chain, which connects the producer with the consumer. They too are included in BRDP2.
Well, the current project under the Belize Rural Development Project 2
is to develop and establish a national metrology laboratory for the country. Well, the project will fund two things, the equipment and the building. The equipment is to the tune of $1.1 million Belize dollars, and the physical infrastructure for the installation of the labs is $2.5 million Belize dollars. So total roughly about $3.6 million Belize dollars. Well, we expect that construction should start no later than January of next year, 2015, and it should take roughly between 15 to 18 months to complete.
The BRDP2 also provided support for visionary industry expansion to meet the growing demand for more diverse meat products.
Under the food security, what is involved is the establishment of 50 vegetable gardens in these 3 communities that I mentioned, and as well the establishment of 4 vegetable gardens in 4 primary schools in the area, right? And we believe that through the establishment of vegetable gardens in primary schools, we will be able to reach children and young people, and that we'll be able to encourage them to become involved in agricultural production at an early age, while at the same time be able to contribute to things like the school feeding program.
I see this project benefiting all the people who produce sheep and goats in the area, because the housing is it's of a superior design. No? It allows for sanitary housing and living condition for the sheep and the goats. Also efficiency in cleaning and water use. No? You'll have to use up water to clean the house, because this is a static floor, so all the manure and urine go right through the floor. And you can also collect the manure easily from below the flooring.
We also getting a processing shed, whereby we will, because 15 ladies will be getting sheep and 15 will getting the sheep house, but the other 5 will be working in the processing shed. So the 5 that will be working in the processing shed will rotate, so every time they go, they can make their own money from that as well. From the goat, they will be making the milk and the cheese, and also dressing the sheep and the goat.
We are trying to find a market that could sustain wood carving, because this is the home of wood carving, and not only me benefit from it, or me and my family benefit from it. The young guys, like I explained, that is around me right now, they benefit from it. Single parent benefit from it.
You know, most people are looking for something that has a function. You know, for instance, that bowls sells a lot and that people could use it, you know, for whatever purpose they want. And again, the line of product that make it the same product in different sizes, because that's what people are looking for. You know, so it's really educational and enhancing, you know, and, you know, with that we have seen an increase in sales also.
On behalf of my family, the committee, the market committee, the vendors, we would tell the European Union big thank you, because this is a project we were waiting for a long time, and they are the one who assisted us, and we know that we will take care of what they have implemented or what they have given us today. We would appreciate that very much.